Hey everyone, this video I'm going to talk about the Behringer Xenyx Q502 USB 5-channel mixer. First, I'm going to go into a little bit about the mixer, and then most of the part two is going to be about my setup, what I use it for. I have a lot of different things I use it for. So a little bit about it. In the corner, I'll have a video for the Xenyx 502. Basically, it's the same thing, except the newer Q502 has the phantom power and the compressor knob volume or setting. So that's the only difference. They both have independent power supplies. This one has a USB in the back also. It doesn't power the device. It just sends audio out to the PC. Okay. So channel 1 I've got, as you can tell here, let me turn it up. That is my Sirius XM. I have another Xenyx 502 older model in there hooked to the Sirius XM, and then it pumps through the two RCAs into a TRS, a 1/4 inch plug. The line, let me see, this is 2 and 3 right here, left and right. So 2 and 3. This is coming from my entertainment PC, which I'm actually recording this video. So I can pump in like music and record it from my entertainment PC to my desktop PC. That's a real handy feature, because if I can't find the music, or I have a one-off song I want, this will handle everything. Now, a special feature, not only do I have the XM, but I bought a empty stereo TRS plug, and I soldered this and use this old speaker. It's not powered, it's to an old PC, and soldered that up, and I use that as a speaker, and a little bit of sound will come out of here. So on my PC I use Near Command, and it is able to silence my desktop speakers. But what it doesn't touch is the phone jack here with this speaker. So I use the phone knob here to just barely hear, or I can turn it up high so I can really hear it. But if I'm on the phone, I'll just turn it down to something where I can monitor, like the news or the music going on, even if I'm not on the phone. If I don't like a song, I'll hit mute, and I'll hear a little bit from that speaker, and it will, I can go from there. If I like the song, I'll unmute it and listen. Or if it's news, if it's out of commercial, I can kind of hear the general program going on, and then hit the key combination. Mine is Shift 9, and it comes through the desktop speakers back there, full blast, or however loud I set it. So that's some of the cool little things I've done with this mixer. As you can see, the 302 was there too, but I'll have the Xenyx 302 USB mixer. I'll put that in the corner because some of the things that this doesn't do, this does not have a switch to tell you the direction of the USB. The USB is back here, back of the unit, and unlike the 302, this one does not have a button, and you can't tell the direction whether the music or the mixer goes to the PC or the PC to the mixer, but the 302 does. So if you're looking for that functionality of changing what direction the USB audio, is it out or in, I would suggest the 302. And I've made a couple videos. I originally had one, and I made a better one, so I'll put maybe both of those up. So, okay, I didn't really touch on the RCAs much or at all. There's a left and right out and left to right in. There's no volume control because, well, let's go through it. The XLR is back behind my little thing here, and you can only have one of these in. It will not, I think one overrides the other, and you won't get two signals in. You'll just cancel out one port. So that's one. The 2 and 3 is the left and right here, and that's these two. This is pan, and that's the volume. So that's 2 and 3. And then 4 and 5 are right here, and I don't have anything in it at the time of recording. So the RCAs have no volume control other than the main mix, I think. So if you were going to utilize them, it would have to come from like an MP3 player where you'd have independent volume control. I suppose even out, that would do the main mix out too, but if it would go in, you'd have to raise the volume because there's no volume control. So of course you have the two main mix orthophones, the output, but as you can see, I just use this as a desktop kind of thing to pump in my XM or Sirius XM or music from my entertainment PC. So right now I have the USB in back here. Let me see if I can't show you that. It's located right there. That's to the entertainment PC, and that only pumps it out to the entertainment PC. I have all the output, the left and right. I have that hooked to my desktop, and like I said, the 3.5 millimeter stereo. So that basically covers me. I can change the USB back there to the entertainment PC or back into here, so I could use the sound card or the USB. So it would probably show up on my computer as 2 channels in the record or the play, and I could just choose one as a default or not, or the other default, or primary source for audio. So that's it. I've had this. That's it for basically my setup. I really didn't go too much into the controls here. It's nice that channel 1 has a gain. That's really been helpful. Little EQ, pan, and level control. The other, let me see, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, it's just pan and volume. Diagram on the compressor will show you how the signal is, like the low or the whispers become louder, but the louder becomes softer. So there's kind of a good in between there, and just to level out all the signals is kind of nice to have an onboard compressor. I have another video, hopefully if it's scrolling on the right side, of the, I think it's the Q502. Look at that. That has a onboard FX channel. That was a real neat video to make. So pick the mixer that best suits what you're going to do with it. Well, there's one of my there's the mixer in use right there in that one. There's the Xenyx 302 USB mixer. That one's a real good one. It mainly has RCAs for ins and outs, but those cords aren't too bad. So touched on the power, the USB. It only goes one way. Of course, these cords, well, what, $12 for them. Lots of different configurations you can do. As far as portability, I don't know if it's that good. I think the Xenyx 302 is a little bit more portable because it just runs off of USB power, 5 volts. But this is a better quality. So if I'm recording music from the entertainment PC, this is where you get a little bit more quality. I found the Xenyx 302, the 5 volt that it does for the audio, the XLR, sometimes it's a little bit wanting. I mean, there's a little bit of noise, but this mixer is a lot better since it has the 48 phantom power volts that really kind of clean up and boost the signal to its best ability. So it's a rugged device. I've had this for years. I think 2017 I made a review on my old Xenyx 502. So I've had it for at least 3 years, and they're reliable. They don't get very warm. There's a little bit of warmth here, but it's just, I don't know. If you touch your forehead, it's that kind of warm. It doesn't seem real hot to me. So I like the new look of the new Behringers. The ones that were completely black were okay, but these look a little bit sharper. Let me turn down Sirius XM. I think that's it. I think I better leave it there, except for I didn't get into this. I've done this on other videos, but if you choose this mixer for doing like some kind of audio work, whatever it is, when you choose a mic, you're going to have to try different mics to see what works with the area that you're working in. I've had several questions about this. Oh, your mic, well, right now I'm using the Perception 120, AKG Perception 120. But some say, oh, you've got to get a Shure 58 or a 57 or whatever it is. Just get the one. This is a real cheap Samson Q2. This is obsolete mic. I got it back, oh geez, in the early 2000s or something. They don't make these anymore, but this is a great mic for my Behringer. But you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to test any mic you can get your hands on and not buy. Just go through and check out. If you have to go to a store with your mixer, try it out if you can, and just get the ones that shield the static and sound the best. That's really the only way to find a good mic, because everyone's situation is different. Someone might have a studio. Maybe you have more electronics around you like I do. I've got 2 computers, a screen, a printer. So that all kind of makes a difference. So just try a mic in your environment, and that's the only way to do it. There's no really a surefire mic that, oh, this has no problems for every situation. I don't think that exists. So that would be my 2 cents with that. So I better wind down this video. So if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments. If you've got some kind of question I didn't cover, or question about this mixer I didn't cover, maybe in the comments I can fill you in. Or if you have some suggestions for me, go ahead and put them down there. So keep coming back to the channel for more great audio reviews and other videos. So better leave it there. Have a good day. Hope this helped.